Okay, so this is how I start my day. I'm in the garden, ready to go out. I've got two dogs here waiting for me to take them out. One of the dogs is my neighbour's dog, and I'm listening to a podcast because I like listening to podcasts while I'm walking. So now, let's go for a walk. And that's the same every day, that is. They hate each other, those dogs, and they always bark at each other. And it's hard work hanging on to her because she wants to go and bark back. And well, dogs are just weird because there's other dogs that she really likes, and she'll spend loads of time just sort of wagging her tail and going crazy and wanting to play and stuff. And those dogs there, she hates them. On the next part of the journey here, we've got the house where the Russians live, and I've got a dog there as well. And actually, I've got a whole lot of cameras there. I've got two cameras pointing, one up the road, then one down the road there. And then they've got another camera around the corner here as well. And they seem to be crazy about security. So there's the other camera there, look. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a whole lot of cameras on other places around the house as well, because there's a big sort of area around the house it is. So, and they've got a whole big sort of fence there. You'd have a hard job climbing over that or getting through it somehow or other. So that's the security there at the Russians' house. There's been an awful lot of Russians around here just lately. I work at a campsite, and the other night there was some Russians came in there looking for some information about the camping, and then there was other Russians coming along there looking for a hotel, and I wasn't able to help them, but I pointed them vaguely in the right direction. There's lots of houses here that are just owned and used for the weekends by people. This one here to the back behind me there, that's owned by some English people, and then they come here once in a while. Then we've got this house which is just down here, and there's some French people come there. They can actually sort of come here, you know, fairly frequently, so that's quite interesting. So we've got the hills of Salius over there, and I've walked over there. It's a good walk, and you can walk right to the top of the hill there, and you can have a good climb. And in fact, there's other places over there where the actual climbers go. And a couple of times I've been there with ropes and my sons, and we've done some proper climbing. When I'm walking, I like to listen to podcasts. I listen to various sorts of podcasts, science podcasts, podcasts about Mac things. I listen to The Archers, a little bit of drama there. I listen to the Comedy of the Week from the BBC. And the good thing about podcasts, it's like talk radio really. I can listen to it and sometimes I zone out and don't listen to it. Whereas if I was listening to audiobooks, then I would want to make sure that I didn't miss any part of it. So sometimes I'm doing that, and I'm maybe sort of I miss a little bit here and there as I'm walking. I'm thinking about something else, and the sound of it just doesn't go into my brain somehow or other. So podcasts are great. I don't very often listen to music when I'm walking. If I did that, then I'd have to put some stereo earphones in there, and generally when I'm walking along, if I do put earphones in, I've got podcasts, just put one ear in so I can hear what's going on in the world around me. So podcasts, it's a great way to entertain yourself as you go walking, and there are people that said that if you've got something to listen to when you're walking, you'll actually walk a whole lot further, and I think that is true. So whether it's an audio book or whether it's a podcast, get something in your ears, and you'll be able to get doing more walks, more distance, more steps, and lose some weight. And that's one of the things that I'm quite pleased with at the moment, is that I've managed to lose weight. I've lost about 14 kilos since beginning of January. I'm down to just under 80 kilos now, and I'm very pleased with myself. It's been very easy actually, losing that much in 6 months, so good going, eh? Okay, so why am I doing this? Well, it's a video diary, it's a journal, and I've always done journals once or another, and I like doing videos, and I like writing, and I like making audios as well, so I do audio boos if I'm doing some of those types of videos. And I decided that for this 30-day journaling challenge that I've taken part in at the moment, which is one of the websites, a fella called Nate Oren or something like that, Well, he's got this thing going, and lots of people, I don't know, maybe 1,000 or so people are doing a journal every day for a month through October. And it's mainly for people that are in the past have used things like pen and paper to do journaling, and I don't do that. I always done, well, I used to do pen and paper in the days of old when nights were bold and I was a mere youth. But now I like to do everything with digital because it's a good way to do things. You have always got an immediate backup of everything that you do. You've got a way to transfer it to the things. You've got more variety of ways you can do stuff. As I said, I'm doing a video now just for this thing here, and I'm going to post this up onto one of my websites, and it's going to be part of my 30-day journaling challenge. Books. Well, I'm a writer, and if you're going to be a good writer, then you should be reading books, because it's research and it's looking how the best work's done, and you get ideas and you learn stuff from reading books. And the other day I made a mistake, well, not a mistake really, I decided to get a sample of a book by Ken Follett called Winter of the World, and I read the first chapters of it and I quite enjoyed it, and I had to go off and buy the Kindle version so I could read all of it, and that's what I'm reading at the moment. I'm looking forward to getting started with it. It's the Second World War sort of story. And the thing about Ken Follett and his books is that he has stories about people and families, and it's not just about whatever else is going on in the world, but all that plays a part together. And I really like his books. I've read quite a few of his now. I've read all those ones where they were based in the 13th century, which were great, and I've not read any of his spy ones. There's ones in Germany based in the Second World War, the war sort of based ones, but I've read a lot of his other stuff and I really like his work. So Ken Follett, one of my favourite authors. The mail doesn't get delivered to the house, the mail gets delivered to some post boxes, and so one of the things I have to do when I'm going on my little journey around is visit the post boxes and see if there's anybody that loves us. Now let's see what we've got in here. There might be something in there, we don't know. Oh yep, somebody loves us, and well, the only person that loves us generally is the banks and the people that send bills, and that one is from the bank. Nothing exciting. In terms of things that's going to be exciting, I got a notice yesterday from a bank to say that the money was going through from my bank account to Apple for my new iPhone, and I'm going to be doing quite a bit of filming and a bit of recording audio and all the other sorts of things that you do when you have a computer in your pocket. And for me, that's like living in the future, that is. I think it's brilliant, and I'm really looking forward to getting my new iPhone 6, not the big one, but the moderately big one, which is about the same size as the Samsung Galaxy S3 that I'm carrying around now. So I'll be having that soon. So that was my neighbours just going down the road there. They waved at me as I was going past. They're retired people, and they've got their bicycles on the back of their car, and they're going off to do a bit of cycling. And I've been cycling with them once, and it was quite a good little trip. I quite enjoyed it. But generally I'm working, I don't get a chance to go. And maybe when I stop working, which is going to be in, oh gosh, just a few more days now. Let's see, today's the 3rd of October, and I'm working till the 12th, so that's 9 days minus 1 day for a day off. So that means I've got 8 more days to work, and I can't wait. I've got loads of things to do. My writing, for instance, I've got a book which is nearly ready. My Good and Geeky writer's workflow, that's nearly ready to go, and I've got a couple of people doing some beta reading at that moment to find out if there's any sort of mistakes in there, and well, there's bound to be 1 or 2. And then I've got other books which are on the go as well. I've got one about photography, one about life logging, and I've got a few other ideas to do more in the series of being good and geeky, because I like being geeky, I like being technological, I like things that are new, and I like to write about it. So this is Dave Allen, this is my video diary for the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye now.